All right, let's take a look at some matchups. So we'll skip mine for the time being.
What?
Dude, look, I'm projected to
We
win.
can look at who's on the bench.
No, there's no reason to do that. I'm projected to win by 107 points.
Set your lineup,
I'm going
Michael.
to destroy Michael.
Set your lineup.
Figure it out. Nah, Michael's going to have – all right, what do we think Michael's going to do? So he's already had Will Fuller, played pretty well, 8 receptions, 112 yards, 15.2 fantasy points. So who else? Who you think's in Michael's
He's going to start Connor. He's going to start Ingram, Saquon.
And
Drake, yeah. Cooper Kupp. He's probably not going to start Sutton.
Sutton is probably not going to
Is he
play.
hurt?
He's hurt. Ain't he?
Yeah, he's sprained his shoulder.
Pittman Jr. or I go.
He's probably going to go one of his 7
Baker's playing ball.
tight ends.
D-Jax.
He's got to start 3 receivers,
He'll go D-Jax, Kupp.
and then he's already
Yeah.
got 4.
All right, who's he starting at quarterback?
He's
already had Fuller. That's right.
He's already got 2 tough matchups at quarterback.
I think he'll start Daniel Jones at Pittsburgh.
That could be a high-scoring game. So
Could
he might
be.
have to, but Pittsburgh probably has the best defense in football. So that
I ain't-
could be rough.
Taking Baker against Baltimore, though?
I mean,
But
I would go
Baltimore
Baker.
can score.
I would take Daniel Jones just
for the
screwing
rushing.
up and somehow being decent over Baker Mayfield.
I'm biased. I'm
I'm going to go Baker.
Y'all know how me and Brian feel about Baker.
I'll go
The other
Daniel.
guy went to Duke, so I'm obviously going Baker.
I'm going Daniel Jones. What are you doing?
I said Daniel Jones.
All right, thank you.
Of course you did.
All right, so
And then which
What
one of his
defense
4,
is he gonna
Which
start?
one of his
4
4
tight
tight ends. Dang, that's tough. I'm going to say Noah Fant, but he is playing on Monday night, so that's a little bit difficult. But if Sutton's out, I'm going to go Fant.
That's a good call.
That is
Red
a good
zone.
call.
Yeah, man. Noah Fant's very athletic.
I agree with you.
No offense.
I'd go Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst.
Matt Ryan loves himself a tight end.
So what's his weakest?
Yeah,
position?
he does.
You seen it?
Which one's his weakest position?
He must work out.
His weakest
I
position.
think his weakest
Quarterback.
position might be quarterback.
Probably so. Yeah.
Well,
Where's
without
his-
Sutton, it's probably wide receiver.
Will Fuller, Cooper Kupp, Deshaun Jackson. That's still pretty solid.
Compared to
Just Fuller's
two
had a
guys
good
going
game.
against great defenses.
Yeah.
Where is his strength at?
He's going to get all his points from his running back.
Running back. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
His run backs look strong.
Connor, Drake,
and
Saquon. Yeah, definitely. We've already looked at mine with
Well,
this
we got
right here.
Mahomes, and did he finish under?
He did finish under his.
Travis Kelce was about where
Was
it
right around his. So I need Derrick Henry.
The
Darren
running backs
Waller.
have to do something.
Yeah, Marlon Mack starting him over Kareem Hunt.
Don't know
Gonna
what
give
you're
him a
going to get
shot.
from AJ.
Don't know. Dude, have no clue. We'll get right.
And no offense, I like
Don't take
I
it.
like the
No
chart
offense.
pick a lot. I think he had his potential. I just don't know what Jacksonville's going to do.
I think they're gonna have to.
They're going to have to
I
throw
mean,
it.
I do, but
They're going to have to throw it a lot, and they're going to throw it to
See
him
that?
more often than not.
again, I like the pick, but
DJ.
They were behind.
No.
they were behind in a lot of games last year.
What about
and
Sharp
scored
with freaking
21 points or under? I like his value.
I like
Sharp with Minshew last year put up wide receiver 1 numbers
Are you worried about
until he got hurt.
Am I worried about the matchup?
Are you worried about getting your ass beat?
Dude, if I lose, that's fine because you know what?
Because
I ain't
Michael-
trying to win the regular season.
I think Michael. Oh, I'm not supposed to cuss him.
No, damn it.
I'm not trying to win the regular season, dude. As long as my team's hot when it
But the
counts. all I
first
care.
week coming out the gate,
It's all right. It's all right. You remember I was in 10th last year for like half the season and then made the playoffs and beat the number 1 seed as the number 8 seed.
And you won that trophy too, didn't you?
Oh, we're bringing up old stuff. Huh?
All right. So if you got to take a winner between me and Michael, who you take? You can take Michael. Honestly, I think
I know
Michael.
he's an option.
Honestly, I think Michael's got
I'm
me this
taking
week. I
Michael.
really do.
Because he only had 1 player go last night. You had 2.
I had
top
2,
3
and they
picks
and
go,
they
and it's
didn't.
Not,
They didn't.
the
break.
gap wasn't as
Yeah.
big as I thought it was going to be.
Same here.
If Mahomes, we all drafted Mahomes in our leagues expecting 25 or more every week, sometimes even the 40-point weeks.
Yeah, I'll take Michael.
You didn't get the cushion I thought you were going to get.
Same here. Same here. What do you think, Rance Diddy?
Michael.
Brian?
I'll go JT.
Hell yeah, you will. All right, let's look at the next one.
I'm going
So-
floodgates open. I'm switching anyway.
All right, so we'll look at Rams Diddy and J Bro. This is a close matchup, dude. Very close matchup.
Yeah.
What's the projections there?
Really
All right,
close.
so the original projection was 128 to 126. Rams Diddy, because he had two guys go last night, that actually bumped up to 133, 126. So
Johnson, good.
What's he got? 56%.
56% favorability.
I win.
You win. That's
Your pick.
I won.
I think this is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting for a couple.
Did he ever go last night?
Before
No,
we
he-
go through that, can we go through where we think like each team's strongest is real quick? So where's Ransdale position wise strongest here?
I think running back.
Running back with those.
Yeah.
With
Chubb,
and
Mixon, David Johnson.
That
Look good.
trade's incredible, Andrew. I mean, that's a good one. Chubb, Mixon, and Johnson. That's a good three-headed monster to have there, buddy.
That's cute.
Yeah, we all agree on running backs
Yeah.
because I think your running backs are legit, son.
I love Broaches.
Broaches, dude. I like Broaches receivers a lot.
He's
His
going to kick your ass. with receivers.
Adams, Amari, and who's he got? Lockett in there.
Lockett, yeah, Lockett.
He's got Lockett, Tyler in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's strong.
That is strong.
All right, now where do you question Andrew at?
Team names.
Everything about
His
him.
team name.
Dude,
I'm gonna say Sterling Shepard. I don't think he's the best receiver on that team.
I do.
We know. You think everyone on your team.
Like, yeah.
Who's the best receiver on that team?
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate. I don't know if Golden Tate's healthy, but
I
Golden
don't
Tate
think he's healthy, but Golden Tate's best receiver on that team.
Shepard might be the most consistent. So I mean, it's a number 3. It's not a terrible situation to have.
What about
Got high floor.
all right? What do you think Broach's weakness is?
I'm gonna go
Quarterback.
and depth at running back with Gurley and
I was gonna go running back. I gotta see who Gurley is.
I'm gonna go tight end, dude. There's Austin Hooper. I think is good. I just don't know how he's gonna be week one on a new team.
a lot of
How he's
mouths,
gonna
a lot
be
of
week
mouths to food in there, Cleveland there. Yeah.
How he's fun. Okay. What do you think? Weakest part of Broach's team going into week one.
His choice in starting quarterback.
You would go Rodgers.
No, I'm just saying the
Over Cam?
choice.
I'm a
I'm
big
just saying
Cam
just
guy,
having.
man.
I am too, but I'm just saying you never want to have to make that type of decision.
Broach's best chance to win that matchup, I think, is if Cam can turn back the clock.
Can I
That's
bring
true.
up
I'm starting to kill Harris.
Can I get one thing about Cam real quick? How often do you hear Belichick come out and like talk about a player the way he's been talking about him? Like he's the first one there, last one to leave. He's the hardest working guy on the team. Like I mean, he's really came out and praised Newton a lot for a guy that usually goes in interviews and is like, "What am I doing here? Can I just leave?"
But he's always had Brady.
Well, he's always
Yeah.
No, but he didn't have Brady.
What would every-
Buddy Bell.
What other coach would be like? Yeah, I got Tom Brady and just like love on him all the time.
Belichick talks up like gadget guys, like not
Give me
even
an
gadget
example.
guys, but just like Danny Woodhead. Like when Danny Woodhead started, like
He likes
coming on
players
the
that
scene. He
not
likes.
be in one box. He likes people to be able to do multiple things.
He talked up Julian Edelman when Julian Edelman was playing both sides of the ball and special teams. Like those are the guys that he talks about. So him talking about like a former MVP, I think is pretty big.
Well, that's what, and all those guys he's talked about have had absurd years when he's talked about it.
Yeah.
So-
Danny Woodhead was solid, dude.
Apart from Blake Bortles, because he gushed over Blake Bortles one game.
I've got one knock
He
on
never
Cam.
had Blake Bortles.
But you're not.
He's talking
vegan.
about winning his games.
I'm talking about like on his team, man. in particular.
Cam doesn't like meat. He doesn't eat meat.
All right.
He's vegan.
Arian
deal.
Foster's career
Ruined his
went
career.
downhill in fantasy once he went vegan.
And Cam Newton's a
Didn't
running back.
LeBron go vegan?
I
Yeah,
wish.
Who cares about LeBron? All right.
It didn't jump.
What's our picks this week?
But Cam is the X factor for that team.
All
I
right,
think if he has a good
pick.
game, he's going to win.
I'm gonna go with. Ooh, dude, I think. I'm gonna go with Broach because I think Josh Jacobs is gonna freaking run all over Carolina, dude. I
Is
really
Carolina's defense that bad?
Yes.
It's that young.
They're
It's
bad.
that
do.
young.
I think Josh.
We're gonna
Jacobs
give up
is-
30 points a game.
I think Josh Jacobs will go off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go
And
Broach.
that plus those receivers.
I'm sticking with Andrew just because of his two running backs have a chance to still go off, and he's got Keenan Allen.
Good choice. Good choice. What you got, Brian?
I'm going Andrew just because of what David Johnson did the other night.
That was impressive. All right, who you picking?
Me.
No, well, wasn't even a fault.
Don't worry, I didn't
I'm
wanna- I
going
didn't wanna have
undefeated
mine.
this year.
I thought you said yours. I thought you said
Let Jake
Andrew.
have his
No,
Hey,
who'd
you
you say?
keep hearing me say stuff tonight.
Did I really?
That's it.
I guess I have.
Again, maybe it's a little biased because I watched them. I just think they're going to make Cam Newton not a pocket quarterback anymore, and he's going to run the crap out of the ball. If he gets a rushing touchdown, I say he goes for 25 or more. Those receivers are legit. I'm going to go Broach.
All right. So 3-2.
Let's get a
Broach.
practice start against Miami.
All right. So next on the list is the fantasy phenoms and cooking Galladay ham. Let's see what we got here.
Which is who? Who is that?
That is
Right,
Reitmeyer. All right, so here's what we got right here. So the original projection, well, the projection's a little mixed up just because Galladay and Mike Evans both got downgraded to doubtful for Sunday's game. So you have to imagine that
Fantasy karma.
Reitmeyer's going to replace them. So who's he replace them with?
No
Well-
one's going to be as good.
He's only got one.
Let's
Only got one receiver that's healthy.
Let's save everyone's time. Ryan wins.
But let's see. So he'll put Bourne in at Galladay's spot, and then he'll have to go either Cam Akers, DeAndre Swift, or Breida in his flex.
Ryan wins.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. If Galladay and Evans were healthy, it'd be a much more,
Oh yeah,
it'd
it's
be a
a
much different
really good
matchup.
team, but you can't lose your two top receivers, and
That's true.
He lost his 3rd and 4th round pick.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going.
Okay.
Fantasy phenoms.
So what's a strong point of Ryan's team that you say?
The starters.
The starters.
I like the running backs.
Edwards, Hilaire, Aaron Jones,
I'd say receivers.
Chris Carson. Okay.
And then he's got a good quarterback.
The only weak point of your team that I see around
Tight end.
Jared freaking Cook, dude.
And he was the number 6th rated tight end. I got him like 3rd to last.
And he was
round, so-
ranked 10 spots too high. I did
Yeah,
not
I,
like
did,
Jared
I didn't
Cook.
like him, but the value there, I had to take him. But yeah, that's definitely the
Yeah, I
weak
did not
spot
like
of the
Jared
whole entire lineup.
What you think, big guy?
He's solid. He's just solid across
Who's,
the board.
who's starting at quarterback for the Washington football team?
The Dwayne Haskins.
They don't have a name to them yet.
No,
the
that's
football
their
team.
name.
Football team.
Are you serious?
Just like soccer.
What's wrong with that?
Let's get his opinion.
All right, what's a strong point of Reitmeyer's team? I think a strong point is receiver.
His IR spot's going to be
Yeah,
pretty
no, I was
strong.
going to say this. Oh, nice.
I mean, I think his receivers are strong. It's just they're both banged up going into week
Yeah.
one. So that kind of
Reitmeyer's
hurts.
got a good team when it's healthy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
If Le'Veon doesn't suck,
And Tyreek didn't have the type of game he's probably going to have for the most part last night.
Yeah,
But he
That's
did
because Pat
score.
Mahomes didn't have the type of game he's going to have for the most part.
He did throw 3 touchdowns.
There's
He yarded
211
twice.
yards,
He threw
3 touchdowns, 211 yards, 24 for 32. But who's counting?
That's still not a Pat Mahomes.
What do you think? Strong point of Reitmeyer's team.
I said receivers.
Receivers. Okay. All right. What's the weak point of Ryan's team? We see any weak points? I think I already said mine.
Tight end.
is the answer.
Yeah. And then Reitmeyer's, I think again, it's just
Injuries.
health.
Yeah.
Injuries, health. All right. So who you taking this week, Ryan? Who you taking?
I'll take myself.
Ryan.
Yeah, you will. Taking Ryan.
This
Who you
is my
taking?
blowout pick of the week.
Blowout pick of the week.
Where are we going?
Let's go to the next one.
All right. Yeah, I'll take Ryan in this one as well.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Our fourth matchup, we got Turd Sandwiches and
Change your team.
Jordan's team. How original.
I say it every year.
All right. So the projection 134 to 126.
That's right.
All right. Let's just go ahead and just look at strengths and weaknesses.
Sure.
This is very evenly matched.
Dude, I think Jake.
Up
I
until
think
you get a running back.
up until you get
The
running
running
back. Yeah,
back-
running backs are.
The
That's,
running back
that's the
discrepancy.
point differential right
Yeah,
there.
good God, man.
You ain't gotta put him down in the dirt like that.
We've already blew them up in the beginning of the whole talk.
Yeah. Jake, I think you have probably the most balanced team. I really do. You don't have like a elite number one guy, but I think you got I think AJ Brown's gonna be really good.
I think for what you lack in a number one wide receiver, you gain in a number one tight end, which is I feel like that's what you drafted Kittle to be. So I think
Essentially,
you even out there.
yeah. I think you got a balanced team for sure.
Jonathan Taylor's biggest question mark.
He's not starting.
He's not.
Who you got?
That would be a huge question.
Carry
mark.
on Johnson because I don't think Swift's
DeAndre
gonna
Swift's
play.
probably not playing.
So I put Carry on in.
Yeah.
If Jordan's going to win this matchup, it's going to be on the back
tell you
of a
the-
big game from Lamar and his wide receivers.
And like
I'm
all
not-
them other question marks.
I'm not-
Cohen can pan
It's
out.
going to have to be multiple touchdowns from a couple of his wide receivers, and Lamar's going to have to go MVP again in order to win this matchup. But I don't see it
Dude,
happening.
Jordan's. I mean, Juju. Who's
He's starting Smith, Schuster, Julio, and Michael Thomas.
Okay.
Michael Thomas.
Yeah, dude, those receivers.
That's
And he's
pretty-
got Lamar.
Who's he got in his flesh? He got Diggs in his flesh.
Stephon.
Stephon Diggs, yeah. I mean, he's got a good lineup. It's just
it's a running backs.
he's going to struggle with Cohen and Gibson starting.
Ron's going to have a big week for him to have a chance, though.
I mean, it's coming down to touchdowns with his wide receivers and Lamar rushing.
Yeah.
But even if that happens, I think it's still going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think that's a solid analysis.
I'm going to go Jake this week.
I'll go Jake.
I'm gonna go myself.
I'll take Jordan.
You're an idiot.
I'll take Jordan.
I'm gonna take Jake, but I do think you're right. Like
It's going to
receivers,
be like closer than it
rece-
looks on paper.
when receivers have big games, they can get astronomically large.
Yeah, because they can do it on 3 or 4 catches, whereas a running back's going to need
Right.
20 totes.
So I'm going to go Jake. I do think Jordan's got a pretty good shot with those receivers and Lamar Jackson. Let's look at our last matchup of the week. We Scorp and
Victim of the
victim of the system. He's not
Forever
going to let
and
that
always.
go, are you? All right, so let's see. We got Scorp 125, the Browns 128. Take a look at the matchup real quick. What's first thing? This is our matchup of the week. It's the closest matchup we got all week.
Yeah, I mean, Killian Murphy starting at quarterback for Brown's got a chance to go off, I think.
That's actually one of my worrying parts for Brian this week.
Is Kyler?
I'm a big Kyler fan, but San Fran's got
It's
maybe
a
the best.
tough
They got
defense.
maybe the best defensive line, and a dude that got hit quite a bit last year.
Who's
And
got their
Hop-
defense?
Oh,
Sam-
Look at that.
Hedging your bets.
But Hop's going to have more than likely going to have Sherman on him, which could slow that down. And your running back depth, I mean, you got McCaffrey, but we don't know what the breakdown is going to be in Denver with him and Lindsey. I don't
No,
know.
you don't. Not yet. No.
It-
Yeah, that's a little
It's,
bit
it's
of a
early to
toss-up.
say.
But yeah, dude, I think
But on the other side, if Miles Sanders doesn't play,
what's
That
the
really helps- that
the
really helps out.
prognosis here?
I
on
didn't
that?
even realize he was
It's a good trade, Andrew.
questionable.
So yeah, limited through practice. Possible that his workload might be
is it a
managed.
hamstring?
Yeah,
Never a good sign.
says truly up in the air.
Soft tissue injuries that early.
So we'll see. We'll see. What do you see the strong points of each team being?
Well, McCaffrey.
Yeah, that sticks out.
I
Yeah, I would say.
like his Brown's receivers. I'm a little worried about some of the matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I like the receivers. I think
Yeah.
they're overall throughout the year is a great group, but they have some bad matchups week one.
And
If Evans doesn't play, Godwin's got a chance to have Marshawn Lattimore on him, which is not ideal.
there's only 2 on sports team that I'm questioning. That's, I guess, Sanders and Allen Robinson.
Why are you questioning Allen Robinson?
I do not think Allen Robinson is. I think he's going to be a solid receiver. I don't think he's going to be a number 1 wide receiver. I don't think he's going to be the guy that people are drafting him to be.
Trubisky targets him a lot. DJ Moore is going to get a ton of targets. Metcalf's a red zone threat. He's got a chance there.
Montgomery's going to get a lot. Cohen's going to be a lot more involved. Anthony Miller's going to be that number 1. Allen Robinson. I think the backfield's going to take a big step in that offense this year.
Does anybody worry about Ronald Jones?
I don't think he's going to be a good week 1 play.
I think Ronald Jones is
Just I would be wary of starting any
I don't like.
Tampa Bay running back in week 1 until we figure out what the hell that
I think
backfield's
Ronald
going to shake
Jones
out.
is James White.
I don't like that you go to sign Fournette like so quickly. Like I don't trust this guy. I need someone else. And they signed Shady McCoy, who's a receiving back.
Yeah.
And they drafted Ronald Jones early a couple of years ago, and Peyton Barber was still the starter most of the year last year. So I don't know.
That's true.
I
But
just
it's-
don't like their fate. Like when you go make 2 signings like Shady McCoy and Fournette, you're telling me the guy you got you don't like.
If he was really the guy, you wouldn't do that. You would have faith in
Not
him.
2.
All right, so let's look. All right, so if Miles Sanders is out, let's just say Miles Sanders is out.
Miles Sanders is out. David Montgomery goes in, but David Montgomery's questionable
Think so? David Montgomery?
because he's
Yeah,
already
probably.
had two of those players go already.
Yeah,
right?
because it couldn't be. It'd have to be either Madison, who you're not going to start,
It would be Montgomery.
Jalen Rager, maybe, but I don't see that. Yeah,
I mean, he
probably.
just came
Is
back to
Montgomery
practice
gonna play?
today.
Montgomery.
You said he came back
He's
today?
questionable as well. Let's
No,
see.
Rager came back today. I don't know about Montgomery.
Questionable, practiced in full for back-to-back
He's playing.
days.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
He's playing.
He's playing.
I
So,
kind of
yeah.
like playing Montgomery anyways with Andrew's diagnosis of the offense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna tote that dude,
I think Cohen and Montgomery are going to see.
But if you've got
huge
Sanders
bump
going against
in
Washington,
passes.
I agree.
I think Trubisky's going to be throwing more screen passes and
Who's in his
Cohen
place?
and Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm starting
are
with
gonna be
Ronald
running
Jones.
around.
though,
Maybe,
for sure.
probably.
Yeah, I think I'd bench Ronald Jones.
I'd have Montgomery over Jones just because New Orleans' run defense is also very solid.
True.
and I think he'll get more touches.
For sure.
Yeah,
I like
probably
that.
so.
He's got more of
You
a
gotta have
guaranteed
more
role.
opportunity. The more
I think,
opportunity,
yeah.
the more result you can get.
I think Fournette's going to end up. I just got a feeling, man. I think. Fournette's
I
gonna
wanted
take
to
that
draft
job.
Fournette early when he was with Jacksonville, so it's pretty big on him.
All right, so who we got this week in the matchup of the week?
I'm going to go with a victim of the system.
Victim of the system.
I'm going Brian.
I'll go score.
I'm going score.
I'm gonna go Brian. I think. I like your matchups, and
He's got playmakers, man.
you got the best player in the league, son.
Wild card for me this week is going to be Calvin
Johnson.
Ridley.
Oh, okay.
Boy,
Yeah,
whoa.
Where did
There is
this
a
one
lead
come
over
from?
here.
Where's he at? Is he on the bench?
Nah, I got to make my Josh Gordon pick up some point in time this week.
You not starting Greg Olson over Hunter Henry?
No.
Tight end one?
Yes.
20 receptions. Not going to get him all week one.
What if he did?
What if he got 20 receptions?
That's a wrap up.
receptions on your bench.
Oh gosh. Yeah, 20 receptions. That's a wrap up on the matchup of the week and our week one fantasy matchups.
Thanks, guys.